flag that's up there at the moment's all right?
Nah, black flag in it with the shahad on it. That's the flag you've got to have.
Well, you're going to have a hard chance because I think 5% of this current world is Muslim. Oh, of this
5%.
UK. Of the UK is Muslim, yeah.
Oh, you said of the world.
No, I meant of UK.
Content over everything. What do you want to say?
Is that you done? Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I just.
Wait, hang on.
Are you going to
You know?
No, it's up to.
No, well, I don't mind.
You know?
Yeah.
You know the Muslims were in a minority when they implemented the Sharia in Medina. You know they were in a minority when they implemented it in Al-Andalus, in the south of France, in Sicily. So numbers don't matter, mate.
No, well they do, but
No, they don't.
characters
History shows that. You can still do it. It doesn't matter what you think or feel.
I like. It is. I'm not trying to compete now. You saying? Done.
I'm just gauging their response.
Okay.
I've come with a counter opinion.
Yeah.
They seem Jamie Page.
And gave his whole government, you know.
Yeah.
What's the middle name? I'm joking.
What's your name?
Me?
Yes.
Even I don't know your name.
Hamdullah.
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
What did you say? Hamdullah. I don't even know. Probably just over half an hour.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd try and just add some counterpoint, but they seem to have run away. So.
Run away from what? Hey, I just proved historically why you're wrong, and then walked off because you're talking nonsense.
To the table, and that was about it.
I gave you a list of specific examples of specific points in history, and it just went in one ear and out the other with you. You don't want to listen.
A dynamic whereby a small minority can influence the culture and eventually become the majority.
Yes, that's
But that doesn't make your point. You've shown one dynamic, and then you're saying it will happen.
Various examples from history.
Yeah.
And they were even less in numbers there and then in some of them examples than here and now.
You reckon the reaction of, let's call it the English Defence League, you reckon they have a legitimate cause to stand against the culture that they believe is being imported?
No, they don't have no legitimate.
What is British culture? Tell me. Freedom, that's subjective. Democracy, demos kratos, that's from ancient Greece. Your queen is German and her husband's Greek. Yeah, all your gold and stuff in the palace and whatnot is all stolen from India and Africa. Do you know what I mean? It's like
It looks like Ruspic.
all the so-called British things.
It looks like it was not English.
The original indigenous British people, the Celts, there's been evidence that shows they were black. The original indigenous people to this land were black. Yeah? Come on, what is British? Tell me. Your tea's from India. Come on, everything you have is from elsewhere.
Well, I'm not going to. I think I forgot my point.
Their culture is taken from other people, and when other people have a different culture, they can't handle it. This is the problem with the EDL. They're so proud of their culture and whatnot, they seem to forget it was their culture that colonized a third of the planet. And then when someone comes here, lives here, works here, pays the taxes, they're like, oh, we've got to stop them. That is the mentality of these buffoons, yeah? That's how they think. They seem to forget they're proud of a country, yeah, and they're proud of their history and heritage that colonized a third of the world.
I think what threw me was your claim that the Celtics were black. I think
I don't know if it's true, but I've heard evidence towards it.
My framework of where humans. No, I don't believe it. Why is that? Because, like I was saying, my framework of understanding where humans came from starts with evolution, then we get the 40,000 years ago, we get the migration of people over 2,000 years, we get Neanderthals, so we get this spread out of people. It's just so alien, the concept to me of the Celtics being black.
Is it not possible?
No, under certain circumstances it is. But if we all understand the frameworks of change over time and the selection of different traits and characteristics, I'd have to do some research into it. But I think it's absolutely absurd.
It's only recent though this happened, this discovery. They done, you know when they test the genetics and they do like a facial reconstruction? It was that.
Isn't it? Cheddarman, is that what you're talking about? Cheddarman.
I don't know, you know the Celts? They done one on the Celtic person's DNA and it came up as basically...
It was black, huh?
Yeah, it was black.
Yeah, that's the Cheddarman that they're talking about. That's the one that we're talking about, Cheddarman. Yeah, the one that they discovered that he was, they reconstructed him, apparently, and that they come to the conclusion that the first people that was in Britain were black people.
And the so-called English people, I swear they share like a third of their DNA with Germans. And French people as well.
Are we talking about original spread of original man, sort of
Because you was talking about the EDL and that, and I was saying, they're saying, yeah, you're talking about their culture. It's like, they don't even know what their own culture is,
The EDL
for a start.
are weak,
Do you know what I mean?
cowards.
How can they be defending their culture? They don't even know what their own culture
Tommy
is.
Robinson's a coward and he's weak.
His name is Stephen Lennon, and he names himself after a football hooligan. He is pathetic, yeah, and he hates Islam and Muslims. Do you know why? Because the love of his life left him for a Pakistani Muslim and he couldn't hack it. That's why.
And
That is how weak
and he knows
he
he can't stand a chance against Islam and Muslims. He knows that. So, Allahu Akbar. He's wasting his
And do you
time
know what
and
else?
energy.
I was wanting to say about Tommy Robinson, yeah? He's the kind of guy, and his followers say, oh, immigrants taking our houses and whatnot. He's got a record for mortgage fraud, yeah? He goes on saying Muslims are violent. He went to another country and punched a refugee in the face. This man is a grade A hypocrite. Why anyone follows
That's
him,
a grade
I
A,
don't
that's
know.
Raj's language.
You see, yeah? You see, yeah?
Let's
No, you see, the problem is, I'll tell you what it is. You see EDL and all them, they all adhere to the same thing. Hatred has become a big business now.
Exactly.
You know, it used to be like Big Pharma and whatnot. Hatred is up there with Big Pharma. Do you know how much Tommy Robinson earns, or should I say defrauds, from Rebel Media donations that make him on however much a year? Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't know how much it is, but I'm interested in this British culture that you talked about, yeah?
Yeah,
So
there is no British.
Let's make a timeline. We put this at 0, yeah, and we start running the clock back. We start running the clock back, yeah? So we start now, we have a sort of demographic, and we start unwinding the clock. Who were the people that lived on this land, and we go back 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, yeah?
Oh, this is going to be forever. We just think to talk about Tawheed and then think about the history of the UK. This is long. We could be here for 10 years talking, man.
Surely that's
My
very
beard will come down to here by the time this discussion's
That's
finished.
why EDL disbanded, because they're weak. They can't stand a chance against Muslims. Never. Impossible. Tommy Robinson, you know you're a coward, you're weak. And you know you can't stand a chance. So just give up, man. Give up all this hype.
So
You and your followers, you're all weak and cowards. You can't stand a chance against Muslimin.
Okay, brilliant.
Because the Muslims are strong. Why? Because we have Allah on our side.
Exactly.
And when
Just say,
Allah's
we have-
on our side, there's no superpower on earth can defeat us.
You can outnumber us and outarm us. Remember the Battle of Badr. Look how the Muslims were outnumbered. They were outnumbered by the Mushrikeen. The Mushrikeen had more weapons, better weapons. They had more camels, they had more horses, more men at their disposal, better weapons and more of them. And guess who won? The Muslims. That's how it always goes.
You do realise what you're sort of talking about and calling for, and what you're setting forward. Well, you deliberately did it about putting a flag over number 10, yeah? You're saying this is going to convert to an Islam state, Islamic state.
Yeah. Societies change over time.
They sure do, they sure do.
And that's how this society will change. And all the societies will change like that eventually.
Yeah, so
That's the-
does this change? You have Islamic culture.
Hang on, what's the Islamic culture? There's
Islamic
Islam.
culture, would you say? Yeah, Islamic
Islam,
culture. Yeah, so would you say there's a British culture?
No,
You don't believe there's British culture?
There is, isn't it?
I don't know.
There is British culture,
I'm not
innit?
sure. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not-
Yeah, like their culture, isn't it?
I think, yeah, it stands to reason there is a British culture. There has to be. It's prom. That's BBC Proms, yeah? People go and watch it. Someone says that could be British culture. Watching the BBC Proms.
Yeah, fish and chips, people can say that as well.
Yeah, buying fish and chips, getting on buses or
I
taxis.
swear, I heard that's not even from the UK.
Is it? Fish and chips.
Apparently it's not from Britain. See, this is the thing, all the stuff to do with British culture is not from Britain. Britain has nothing of its own. Like, don't get me wrong, there were great inventions, like inventors in the past, like Alexander Bell and whatnot with the telephone thing. But I mean,
Alan Turing.
yeah, but I mean, in terms of culture, they don't, all this stuff people base the culture around today is based on stuff from other parts of the world.
I control the
What
screen
about like
from-
Shakespeare?
Let me check my camera. Don't put on yourself,
What about
you
great
know,
music?
don't look into it. Let me start speaking.
Well, I don't know, I don't listen to music.
What about him? I'm saying there is a British culture. What I'm saying is there
Come
is a
on, big
British
up my
culture.
G there.
Possibly, I don't know. I think there is, but what I'm saying is, I don't know like what specifies, what things specify as British culture, and you gave a few examples that could be, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we're all trying to work it out together. If you align yourself and say, yeah, I'm British, you sort of
No.
make it up as you go along. That's what I was going to get towards.
Big up Sulayman.
So you're saying you've
La
got
ilaha
no,
illallah,
no, you don't want to be
Muhammadur
British.
Come on.
Islamic domination for the world.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, it's gonna happen.
The flag of La ilaha illallah is going to be over 10 Downing
It's
Street.
gonna happen, though.
It's going to be over the Houses of Parliament.
Inshallah, you know
We're going to
that's
turn Buckingham Palace into Buckingham Masjid.
Inshallah,
And
inshallah.
I'll be leading Salatul Jummah, inshallah, when it
Inshallah.
happens.
Domination for the world.
So that's what I was saying. So if there is a British culture that actually wanted to resist Islamic culture, you would find that justifiable, wouldn't you?
they can resist all they like, don't matter.
Yeah, but you can win. You can
Exactly.
All you're saying is
We're already winning.
well, you're not. You're 5% of the UK.
How do you know?
Islam's the fastest growing
Because I
belief
believe in
the world.
statistics.
And Islam's the fastest growing belief in the world.
I can't hear. Say it again.
Islam's the fastest growing belief in the world.
Yeah.
In Britain,
Yeah.
a lot of women are becoming Muslims.
That's to do with birth rates.
Out of all the people that become Muslim, 60% of them are women in the UK. And the last UK census revealed over 100,000 people have become Muslim.
Yeah.
And that was only about people that legally changed their name.
Well,
That wasn't
hopefully,
even all the people that became Muslim, and that
rationality
numbers
will
increased.
sort of
But yes,
strike
we
at the
have high
heart of
birth
this
rates as
dogma
well, yes.
and this illusion that you have some sort of almighty understanding of how to exist within the world.
That's a real question, but you have to ask
You don't want to be on the camera? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we have a hope that some sort of rationality.
Just step that way.
Women are becoming Muslim every day.
Excuse me. Just step away, please. I'm trying to get this guy in.
British women are becoming Muslim every day in Britain, isn't it?
Huh? You got to move still.
Why they become Muslim? That's
You
the
have to
question.
ask them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why does some Muslim choose not to?
Yeah, she don't want to be on camera.
No, but Islam's the
It's a
fastest
bit of
growing
both,
belief.
isn't it?
No problem. What harm can be done?
It's the fastest growing religion in the world, Islam.
How many
people are leaving the religion? Yeah, I know.
What do you reckon, brother?
Is it was she good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to get it going. But
Sometimes take them to another place with all those other dogmas and all that rubbish.
You got the boss man.
They've used the Quran and Muslim in a different way, and they've turned it into something corrupt.
I'm Muslim. Am I corrupt?
No, I'm not saying you
That's
are.
what Christians are doing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm
They're justifying it as well, isn't it? So
I'm the cool Muslim. Don't worry about that.
converting to Muslim. It's like,
We got New York
They found
PD.
out the people that accept Islam is just over 60%.
How many people are leaving as well?
Do they keep statistics on that?
So people are joining and they're not leaving, is that what you're saying?
people are joining fast.
Oh, so
and
what I'm
fast
saying,
rate.
so obviously
more people
you've
joining than that are leaving.
You've seen the numbers, right? You've seen the numbers. You're saying that people are converting to Muslim, to
Yeah, Islam is the
Yeah,
fastest
Islam,
growing belief
Islam, yeah.
in the
I like
world,
being a
in
camera
this
guy.
country.
I know.
Where I
but
live,
being a
I'm seeing
camera
a lot more people.
my friend,
I like being a camera
just
guy.
left Islam. He just left being
You get what I said?
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to IT.
Pay off the politicians, yeah.
So, okay, what are you on about now?
My thing was, I'm from Somalia.
Okay, I'm from Somalia too.
I wouldn't say I'm a patriot as a Somalian country patriot, but for my people, I am a patriot. For my Somalian people. But what comes above all of that is our identity as a Muslim. As we identify as Muslims before anything, before Qabila.